Welcome to section 11.3, Evidence of Evolution. In this section, we'll examine the evidence that supports the theory of evolution. Scientists draw on fossils, anatomy, embryology, biogeography, and molecular biology to demonstrate that species change over time and share common ancestry. By the end of this section, you should be able to explain the different sources of evidence for evolution and define the terms homologous structures and vestigial structures. Keep in mind, evidence doesn't come from one place, it comes from many different scientific fields, all pointing in the same direction. Fossils show us that organisms from the past often look different from living organisms today. Fossil records reveal gradual changes over millions of years. A classic example is the evolution of the modern horse, which can be traced back to a small, dog-sized ancestor called Eohippus. Over time, fossils document changes in size, limb structure, and teeth that adapted horses to grassland environments. Anatomy provides strong clues about evolutionary relationships. Homologous structures are features shared by different species that reflect common ancestry. For example, the similar bone arrangement in the limbs of humans, dogs, birds, and whales, even though they serve different functions. Vestigial structures are remnants of features that once had a function in ancestors, but are reduced or unused today, like the human tailbone or the tiny pelvic bones in whales. Embryology also shows similarities that point to common ancestry. During early development, embryos of different vertebrates, fish, birds, and humans, display structures like gill slits and tails. These features disappear or change as development continues, but their presence at the embryonic stage suggests that these species share a common evolutionary origin. Biogeography is the study of how species are distributed across the planet. Species often make sense in light of geography. For example, the Proteaceae plant family evolved before the breakup of the southern supercontinent Gondwana. Today, its members are found in Australia, South America, and South Africa, places that were once connected. This pattern shows how evolutionary history is tied to Earth's geological history. Molecular biology provides some of the strongest evidence of all. All life shares the same DNA, genetic code, and cellular machinery, pointing to a universal common ancestor. By comparing DNA sequences, we can measure relatedness. The more similar the sequences, the more closely related the species. For instance, comparing the hemoglobin gene across different species reveals patterns of shared ancestry at the molecular level. Fossils reveal gradual changes. Anatomical and embryological similarities point to shared ancestry. Biogeography explains species distributions based on continental history. And molecular biology shows genetic evidence for relatedness. Together, these lines of evidence give us a powerful, consistent picture of evolution as the unifying theory of biology.